We are finally starting the kitchen makeover.
Oh, this is wild.
Feels so different in here. I love it. Ah! Hey guys, welcome back. I'm super excited today because we are finally starting the kitchen makeover. We spent all of last week really nailing down the design of everything. I got almost everything pinpointed down. I have 3 paint colors that I'm choosing from for the cabinets, and I've been going back and forth. I've been kind of lucky because over the past week in LA, we've had rain and we've had a lot of bright sun, so I've gotten to see it in extreme weather conditions both directions, and I've got to see it in different lighting. I still don't know. I have it down to 3, and I've gotten a lot of your guys' opinions, which has been great. It's been super helpful, but I feel like it's going to be one of those things where I just kind of have to rip off the Band-Aid and go, because I think I have one, and then I'm like, maybe. So that's the only thing I still have to decide, but the rest of everything is settled, and we can jump into this project. The first thing we're going to be doing is painting the cabinets because it is the messiest part of the process, and I really want to get that out of the way before I put down either new contact paper or put any of the hardware on, obviously. Before we actually paint, though, we have to do a lot of prep to these cabinets. I need to take off all of these tiles. There's probably going to be some glue residual from there. I need to degrease everything because it's a kitchen, and I've, been using it for the past 4 years. So there's a lot of grime and stuff on this, and I need to really scrub these down and get these clean. If you've painted before, you know that like 80% of painting is prep, and then the actual painting is such a small portion of it. So we have a lot of prep to get done. That's why we're getting an early start today. I need to run to the hardware store and pick up a bunch of stuff to get this project underway. But I'm super excited. I feel like I've been kind of putting it off because anybody that has done a makeover or a renovation knows it's exciting, but you kind of have to live with the mess. It gets messier before it gets prettier, and I hate mess. Especially with a kitchen, because the kitchen's such an essential part of your home. You really need it. So I would like this big messy portion, the painting portion of this, to go quickly. So I really want to get this done. So I'm starting early. We're going to get all of the prep done so we can get the paint up. And once I pick a paint color and go, I'm probably going to be so excited that the rest of the makeover is just going to fly by. So let's jump right into it. Let's go to the hardware store and let's get this kitchen makeover started. Before I head out the door, I want to make sure I get exact measurements for all the trim that I'm going to need for the project. Let's go! It is a beautiful day out. Kind of sucks that I'm going to be inside working, but I'm excited. First thing I'm gonna do is remove all of the cabinets and drawers, all of the doors here, remove the hardware, the hinges, get all of that out of the way. Then I can tape off the insides of the cabinets. I'm not doing anything on the insides of the cabinet. Those are staying exactly the same. So I'm gonna leave everything inside the cabinets. Don't judge my cabinets. But I'm not gonna be doing a lot of stuff that's gonna get super dusty in here. And if you've ever tried to remove everything from your kitchen, I had to do it recently, a couple months back. You keep so much stuff. You keep way more stuff in your kitchen than you think you have in your kitchen. Everything's nice and pushed away, and when you have to remove everything out, there's so much stuff in there, and I cannot go through that process again. So I'm gonna leave everything in there. If I have to wash stuff over again later, I have to wash stuff over again. That's fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and tape it off and put plastic on the inside, so obviously I don't get paint on any of the plates or cups or food or anything in there. And then I'm also gonna be able to easily get in and out for the next week to use my kitchen. Here we go. Kitchen makeover. Let's go. This one was right above the stove, so you can just really feel the amount of grease and stuff on it. It stains. So definitely glad I got that degreaser. I'm not going to do the bottom part so I can still get into there and not have to take it all apart. But that'll cover up most of that. Voila! Now I just have a lot more to do. We got that done. That actually went really well. I have a lot of work to do to patch a lot of the holes, and I want to do some sanding. But first, before we get to the actual caulking and wood filler and all of that fun stuff, I really want to try taking off this peel and stick tile. It was the first time I used any kind of peel and stick was when I added this tile about almost 4 years ago. Okay, so I've been taking on this peel and stick tile, and it's actually coming out pretty easily, and it doesn't feel like it's leaving a lot of residue. So this is a win. It's the first time I've taken down any of this stuff. There are some spots, obviously, where I had to add some glue that are coming up. They're pulling up the paint, but the paint was super cheap that they used when I first moved in, and I'm priming and repainting it. But it's not damaging anything, so that is a win. It's just pulling up some of the paint, but that's okay. If you're not planning on repainting at all, I would not recommend using this. So, verdict on the peel and stick tile. It's not good, it's not bad. The good is that it really didn't damage the actual wood or the cabinets at all. The bad is it peeled up a lot of the paint. And the reason for that, honestly, is when they painted this apartment right before I moved in, it was cheap. You could tell it was a cheap coat of paint that was done really hastily. They painted over every doorknob. They painted over all the hinges. It was quick and fast and cheap, and I knew that going in. So honestly, I should have expected that a lot of this paint was going to come up. Honestly, I'm up there kind of chipping away at it, and it's coming up in big chunks. It's not even sticking to the wood. That's how bad this paint job is. So my verdict would be is that technically it worked, but I would say if you are a renter, just make sure the quality of the paint that you are putting the peel and stick on is good, because otherwise you're going to have a project when you're taking this off later. I mean, if you're taking it off and preparing to move, then you probably don't want to add a whole nother project like painting on top of it. So that might be something that you want to take into consideration. Luckily for me, I'm already painting anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. In fact, it's actually kind of nice because I was going to take down that cheap coat of paint anyway, so it's doing me a lot of favors right now. Good morning. I'm really happy with the progress we made yesterday. We got a lot done. Not quite as much as I wanted to, but that's okay because we had to spend a lot of time basically running a lot of errands in the morning and gathering things. So we're getting an early start today again because my goal for the day is to get at least one coat of the primer up. If I can get all of the trim, everything sanded down, and get one coat of the primer up, I think I'm in really good shape. I'm making progress. My main focus today is going to be on the actual body of the cabinets. If I can get those done and primed, I'm in good shape, and then I can just focus on getting all of the doors. I think there are 21 cabinet doors and 4 drawers. And then I can focus on all of those after that. But my goal for today is to get that first coat of primer on. So I'm going to stop talking and just jump right in. Side has, for some reason, a lot better adhesion just right over here. Doesn't bother me one way or the other. I'm just trying to get all of the big chunks down right now, and then I'll go ahead and sand all the edges, and then we'll do a couple coats of primer and sand in between those just so we get a smooth surface over the top of it. But just trying to get off any excess loose stuff. like done any wood filler or caulk or anything, and this trim has like transformed this place. It feels so different in here. I love it. Ah! Oh, it's gonna be so good. Obviously we still have a lot to do, but oh my gosh, this is like really hard. Let's keep going. You guys, I am exhausted. I always knew it was gonna be really ambitious to get that first coat of primer on, but you know what? I'm there. Like, I just need to really wipe down these cabinets, degrease them, and we could do the first coat of primer. And I would keep going, but it's getting late, and I just realized I've been so in it, I haven't even eaten yet today. So, I'm gonna stop here, but on the next episode, we're gonna start priming, and I'm gonna finally reveal what paint color I ended up going with. We are gonna get these cabinets painted, and it's already, just putting up the molding alone has changed the entire feel of the room. I can only imagine what the paint's gonna do to it. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.